the squad of 13, which is the same 12 as originally for Brisbane, and Rob Quiney came into that squad, so we've got a squad of 13, and obviously waiting on the fitness of Shane Watson.
Where is Shane Watson at?
Well, look, he's progressing, but we just don't know. But the test doesn't start for another 6 days. So we'll have a very careful assessment next Tuesday, Wednesday, with the test starting on Thursday. And he'll need to be fit to perform regarding running between wickets, turning, fielding, chasing, diving. He'll need to be fit to perform in that regard before he comes under consideration. There's the issue of his bowling. It's unlikely that he'll be able to get his bowling workloads up in time to be able to bowl in the test. So that's something that the National Selection Panel will have to consider very carefully next Tuesday, Wednesday.
How late would you leave it, John, saying Tuesday, Wednesday? How late can you...
Yeah, no, look, we wouldn't leave it beyond Wednesday. I mean, the test match, look, never say never, but it's unlikely we'll leave it till the morning of the match. We'll make a decision Tuesday or Wednesday at the latest. So we'll just see how he's going.
John,
sorry, mate.
Clarify, with Shane, with
the
bowling, could he be selected purely as a batsman?
Well, yes, he could. Yes, he could. I mean, as I say, he'll have to be fit to perform regarding running between the wickets, chasing in the field, diving. He'll have to be fit to perform to come under consideration. It's unlikely, I'm not saying it's not possible, but it's unlikely that he'll be able to build his workloads so that he'll be able to bowl in the test. Now, he might surprise us by being able to bowl on Monday and again on Wednesday, and then it could be that he'll bowl a few overs in the test if selected. We just don't know yet. It's too early. It's 6 days to go before the test starts.
John, if Shane does prove his fitness, is David Warner under any pressure to keep his score?
Look, we'll make the decision. We'll make the decision closer to the time. I mean, we're here at the Wacker less than 12 months ago. David played a wonderful innings here. We'll just have to wait and see.
So, can you just clarify the situation with Pat Howard? I mean, as far as I'm aware, he's not a selector. He's made pretty categorical comments this week about Watson will not be picked unless he can bowl in the test match, and you're perhaps contradicting. But
Yeah, no. Look, if you've got the continuum there, there's only a small margin in which he's fit to perform as a batsman but not able to bowl. Now, we'll just have to wait and see. You know, we're hoping that he'll be beyond that, he'll be able to bowl, but he may not be able to, and if he's not able to, there's a fair chance he won't be able to be fit to perform in terms of running between the wickets, chasing the field, diving in the field. We'll just have to wait and see.
The selection panel's still only 5, though, I believe.
Yes.
Mitchell Johnson, John, how close was he to coming back into the squad?
Look, Mitchell's under consideration. I mean, the panel and I personally are very pleased with Mitchell's development. He's far more consistent than he was 12 months ago and going back the 18 months before that. He's bowling well. He bowled some very good spells in the last Shield game, and at the end of the game, you know, he won the game. He got 3 of the last 4 wickets with the new ball. He's in a good place, Mitch. He's in a very good place. And of course, you know, with fast bowlers, we need 6 or 7 or 8 fast bowlers performing well.
Off the back of that, Mitchell Stark's taken some wickets at Shield level the last couple of days. How much pressure, how close is he to breaking into that 11?
Well, I mean, that's something else we'll have to look at. I mean, I thought the bowlers bowled much better the second day, or the second day they bowled. The second day of the test match was washed out. And then on the final day, I thought they all bowled, you know, improved again. So they're running into some form, and you need to get some bowling under your belt. And I thought in particular, Ben Hilfenhaus got better as the game went on. So we'll just have to assess that. We'll just have to see how they go and what sort of shape they're in, and we'll make a decision just a day before the test.
Are you leaning towards once again going with the 1 spinner and 3 pacemen, or is that still up in the air a bit?
Well, traditionally in Adelaide, it's conducive to spin bowling, so it's very likely that the spinner will play, Nathan Lyon will play.
So in terms of the paceman battling for those 3 spots, I assume Patterson is a lock in given his performance in Brisbane. Is it
Well, I mean, it's very likely we'll play a spinner. And as you say, I thought James Pattinson bowled particularly well in Brisbane, but we just need in the end to select 3 of those 4, and we'll make that decision just the day before the test.
John, just back on Watson, who makes the final call? You won't be in Adelaide yourself, will you?
No, but there'll be a link up. Rod Marsh will be the selector on duty there. So the selection panel includes the captain and the coach. So Michael and Mickey and Rod will be on site, and they'll be in telephone conversation with Andy Bickle and myself.
So given the nature of this squad, John, it's an indication from the selectors that what happened in Brisbane gives you optimism that you can get a result, obviously, in Adelaide. This squad is
well, we believe that's the best set of players we've got. I thought the first day was a bit indifferent in Brisbane, and I thought from then on we played very well. And I thought psychologically there was a shift. I thought Michael Clark's batting was superb, and Ed Cowan was a real step forward for the team with Ed, and of course Michael Hussey was Michael Hussey. And then Matthew Wade came in and played well at the end, and then I thought we bowled very well in the second innings and put them under a lot of pressure. So overall, apart from the first day, I thought it was a very strong performance.
Good. There's a 3-day turnaround to the third test, obviously. Is there a thinking that perhaps the fast bowler who may miss out in Adelaide will be far more likely to play in Perth, perhaps given the
Yeah, look, I would agree with that. I think it's very difficult to go Brisbane, then Adelaide, then a break of just a couple of days, then to Perth for the same bowlers to do all of that. So there's a good chance, well, I mean, it's not unlikely that somebody different will come in for that test. And you'll recall that last time in Perth we played 4 fast bowlers, and we'll have to just wait and see what the wicket's like. But the wicket last year, we made the decision, I think it was the right decision, and we'll have to see what happens this year.
Can you just give us an assessment of how you think Nathan Lyon's going as well? He appeared to improve significantly in Brisbane from what he'd done previously.
Yeah, look, I would agree with that. I mean, the first day, I thought he was just okay. The second day he bowled, which was the third day of the test, I thought he bowled much better, and his fields were better, and the outcomes were better too. And then they went after him and he bowled 2 overs for quite a few runs, and then he bowled a spell of 9 overs, 2 for 11 or 2 for 13, and I thought he bowled well. So he's gaining in confidence, he's getting more rhythm, he's getting his rhythm back, gaining in confidence, and we're looking to him to do well in Adelaide and the rest of the summer.
Just on Mitchell Stark, and it could be Mitchell Johnson down the track, what are some of the advantages of bringing in a left-arm batsman?
Well, firstly, I think it depends on just how good a bowler you are, and then ideally, you play your best bowlers, and ideally there's sort of 3 quicks and a spinner and a couple of the batsmen who bowl as well. And if you've got 3 quicks and they're on a par, if you've got a left-hander in amongst them, I think that helps too. It gives you variety, and you'll often find a left-hander is able to swing the ball into the right-handers, and that gives you a lot of options in terms of wicket taking. But you wouldn't just pick somebody because they're a left-hander. They've got to be up to it. Okay, thank you.